And hello, folks. This is your old pal, Uncle Al. Oh, boy. What a month. January has been one of my worst months. Start of the year. We had regular New Year's, and then we had Lunar New Year's. God, what a mess. Two, I didn't meet my quota, so I had to ask other food banks to help out. I was short 4 boxes for January because there's greater need in our church. All right? But I always take care of my flock and make sure they got food. It's like it's the start of a bad year. Okay? Again, my blogs, okay? My thoughts about just anything rations, cooking, gardening, camping, survival, making money, dirty tricks. I like to grocery shop. My opinions, and then you know about number 3, PDWs, PCCs, MP designs, reading books. I always enjoy reading books. Fashion, both men and women, and modern living, not America, because it's especially California. It's like, but they're building houses for the homeless. Uncle Alan's hands are getting tired. I'm going to be starting using one of these and hitting people over the head. I explained that housing unit they put up in LA. That's $1 million per unit. They only got less than 15% of them up. They're never going to recover the costs. They're going to have 1 year of the junkies or mentally disabled or the crazies living there. Then they're going to throw them out because they have to make their profit back, because it's a lose-lose situation with all the bureaucratic stuff. So it's a $2 million basically crackhead cubicle that they have to resell on the market for a profit, or they don't have anything. It's all gone to waste. You could have just piled the money up and burned it, and it'd be more efficient. But nobody ever listens to old Uncle Al. Okay? Like I said, if I ever go into politics, I am going after a lot of people. And I figured out there'd be a lot of people doing 3 to 7 years in the federal pen or state pen. And there's going to be like 7 to 20 years for certain bureaucrats, politicians, doesn't care which party, and other people who cause trouble. All right? I wanted things to become normal and quiet. And remember, if I set my mind on it, I will do it. Now, a lot of you, I've already been doing my early spring gardening. Okay? A lot of you haven't. And you say, oh, it's winter outside. Well, then you should be starting seed beds. A lot of you. All right? And then a lot of people, but I have freeze-dried foods. Is it going to last you 18 months? All right? Think about it. I see a lot of channels, they're talking about, mental illness or something like that. You're not looking at the fine point. Okay? Right now, we are in a recession. No pussyfooting around. This is worse than 2008 and 2009. 2008, like Tim Pool, thanks Tim, he stole the thing. It's like hitting the iceberg, and we're slowly going into the icy Atlantic. And you know what all the rich people and bureaucrats are doing? They're grabbing all the valuables they can and jumping into the lifeboat, while you, the poor, are in steerage, and they close the gates. All right? So, start of the dark recession from February 23. I keep telling this to people. It's not 24. You got it wrong. That's a whole different thing. Okay? Starts February 2023 to June to 2024. 18 months of hell. Okay? I don't want to hear it. Do your own research. I had a lot of friends who call me up and say, damn, Uncle Al, you're right. Okay? Currently, I don't sell anything. No merch, no Amazon affiliate, no memberships, no super chats, no dealerships, buckets, food, boxes. I don't give a crud. Okay? I don't do any of that. I don't sell subscription boxes, magazines, books. Not a gear or weapon seller. I don't do that. All right, back to the start of the dark recession. Now, a lot of people are looking at me, well, how can I tell it? Go look at your gas and electric bill for this month. I tell that to everybody in California, but they don't listen. Okay, make sure you check out David Lynn, Prepper Principal, 532 subs, 109 videos, and 3 shorts, still needs 477 followers. Check them out. A lot of channels, they're wondering what to do next. Well, right now it's starvation and economic warfare. Now, I'll be doing a lot of economic warfare and a lot of other channels about feeling, about faith. Well, that's nice too, but remember, it's going to hurt hard. Caution, the media, both mass or legendary or whatever, or social media, is not a reflection of reality. When you go to the gas pump and pay $10 a gallon, whoops. Now, in California, they have the green con. This didn't clean up the air, didn't do jack poop. Okay? Didn't do nothing. It's a con. All right? There's a lot of things that could be done efficiently and better. And if you're wondering why we have the culture wars, why America's decaying, why your school system, California, worse than Zimbabwe and Uganda. I would send my kids to school in Uganda than people in California. It is communist infiltrated. It is touchy-feely emotional garbage. Okay, part of the dark recession. When it hits weak people die. All right? I told a lot of my friends to buy Chevron, and they bought Chevron. Everybody's like, you know, green carbon emissions and everything. They made a killing. Listen to old Uncle Al. A lot of this green con in the next 5 to 10 years, a lot of these companies are going to get sued. A lot of bureaucrats are going to state and federal prison if they don't leave the country, because there's going to be a big backlash. Okay? A lot of places are going, we got caught. And they said, oh, don't worry, we're too big to fail. Wrong. Famous last words. Okay? California has the 4th world's biggest economy, and yet it's a 3rd or 4th world country. You could drive any major city in California, and it's a 3rd world country. Okay? I'm not kidding. They have some nice spots, but the rest of the place is a dump. Okay? A lot of smaller communities in California is starting to rebel. And like I said, it's going to be like what happens in 1920s until 1926. They had the Irish problems. That's when people got serious. That's when you see bureaucrats and officials like, what happened to him? His toilet blew up. His house blew up. Somebody, you know, assassinated him. Okay? I would not be one of those folks. A lot of people are starting to wake up. Not be awoke, wake up. And if you're one of those groups, communist infiltrators, and you say, oh no, we have nothing to do with that, you're going to get shot. I'm not kidding, folks. This is serious. The tide is turning. Go awoke, go broke, you know, go into the light. Because people are mad. And when they're hungry and mad and fed up, I would not be protesting in the streets this summer. And I told my grandnieces and nephews and everybody else, if they do it, I'm going to take them home and spank them. It's time to grow up. If you do something that stupid, I'll spank you, your father or your mother. I don't care. I'm old and cranky. This morning on the mat, when I'm trying to crack my back and shoulder yoga mat 4 in the morning going, it's painful. All right, so think about it. The start of the dark recession, February 2023 to June 2024, 18 months. Do not make any major purchases. Don't go on cruises. Don't major cars. Zippo. Your only concern, food, water, and paying the bills. Stay at home at all costs. All right? And 2, take a look at every bureaucrat government official. All right? 3 things destroy California: the bureaucrat, the sex pervert, we know who that is, and number 3, and you never know, it's not Russia. I keep telling people, it's not Russia, it's not Chinese. And people still don't understand what's going on. So if you understand who's in problem and causing this, you can write down them. It's a 3-letter group. I'll give you a hint. It starts with a D and it usually has an animal like a jackass or elephant. Either party. They're both to blame. And I'll see you later. You have a nice day. Do something nice. Help out your local food bank. Okay? If you can afford an extra can of food, donate an extra can of food. Also, grow a garden. I see a lot of brown thumbs out there. So you're going to get really schooled this summer and go hungry. Bye, folks. You have a nice day. I'll be seeing you.